Dear sisters and brothers all over the world, in this festive season of Advent, I want to address you and wish you all the best for these coming Christmas days. Our journey as WCC has been an exciting one in the past year. We have come together in Karlsruhe, Germany for the assembly. And those of us who have been members of this great community of the assembly, who have really experienced the community there, have been inspired in a beautiful way. But I have also experienced that the motto of our assembly, Christ's love moves the world to reconciliation and unity, has come true for us. I have experienced several situations that were difficult, where we realized that we came from very different backgrounds, from backgrounds where normally you would not understand each other. But then at the end, and often enough through prayer, we came together and we experienced that Christ's love is stronger than all of our divisions. So this experience in Karlsruhe is a great backwind for all of us. And it has been a great backwind for those of us who have taken responsibility in the Central Committee, and especially now in the Executive Committee, in the whole leadership of WCC. We have meanwhile come together in Geneva and Bossy for our first meeting. And again, I have experienced that the unity of the church that we're all striving for was something that we could already experience in being together in this group. So for me, as a moderator, together with my two co-moderators, this is a big responsibility, but it is also a big joy to serve as the moderators of this coming 8-year period. We had to go through difficult discussions and now also decisions. The budget of WCC had to be drawn up and had to be decided upon. On a relatively short range, we realized that currency imbalances, currency exchange rates, the volatility of those exchange rates caused a big problem for us at the WCC. The revenues we got were not reduced, but the currency exchange rate made it a lot less money in Swiss francs. Because of the world situation, this effect caused a big deficit of 2 million in our budget. There had to be hard decisions. We have called member churches to increase their membership fees, and we have gotten a nice response, but it could not really heal the deficit. So we had to take some decisions that also included the termination of contracts. We are with those people who are affected, and we will make sure that there are doors open to the future for them. And I trust and I hope that God will lead us through this situation. We aspire, even with less budget, we aspire to do good and strong program work in this coming year, 2023. It's deeply needed by a world struck by division and even by war. We will be needed in all reconciliation efforts all over the world. We will be needed when a world struggles to give a strong response to climate change. We have, when we were together with the Executive Committee, issued a public statement encouraging all the churches in the world to engage in civil society activities to make sure that it's really a global effort to take the necessary measures to really fight climate change. I'm confident that we as churches can play an important role in this necessary change, in this necessary transformation. I would not know of any other organization that is so much rooted locally in parishes all over the world, and at the same time lives from a universal message with a universal horizon, with a humanity horizon. So I think we are needed when it comes to justice questions and climate change. It cannot be that those who have contributed the least in causing climate change are the most immediate victims. That's why we need funds, global funds, that make dealing with this situation possible for those who are less blessed with material goods. We will stand up for this, and we will not become tired in trying to bring people together that are on different sides in all these conflicts of the world. The Central Committee and the Assembly has made a clear statement against the Russian invasion into Ukraine and against the bombing, against all the killing that is taking place in this war. And I repeat this plea for ending the use of weapons. I urge everyone to do whatever we can to meet the humanitarian minimal standards that are now violated. We need to stand up for those who are the victims of this war. And I strongly appeal for ending this war and for ending the violation of international law. We have a great task as WCC, but we also have a lot of strength from our faith in God. We have faith, love, and hope. And that is what we need most in this world at this time. So when we now go into the days of Christmas, into the festive days, we will really see and feel and hear the message of Christmas. This little child, vulnerable, and from all worldly standards unimportant. This little child has changed the world, has brought a love into this world that nobody can extinguish anymore. All the lights that we now see in this season, all the words of the Christmas message we hear will strengthen our faith and our hope and our love. Let us radiate this love of Christmas so that people all over the world understand why we believe in Jesus Christ, why we believe in this little child that has been born vulnerable, that has, as an adult, told about God's love, so people followed Jesus wherever he went, and they were fascinated by him. When then Jesus was crucified, died, people were in despair, just as so many people are in despair right now in this world. But it was not the end. Jesus Christ rose from the dead. That is what we believe. And that is why we will never lose hope. We will always believe and know in our heart that this world is in God's hand, that it's not going into a dark hole, but it is going towards a new heaven and a new earth. This is what we believe. And this is what we will be strengthened in these days of Christmas. I wish you all a blessed and, in a very deep sense, joyful Christmas season. And I hope to see many of you again soon in the next years. Merry Christmas. God's blessings to all of you.